You are listening to the Centropic Oracle, an audiobook podcast of science fiction and fantasy short stories that make you think and feel.
It Doesn't Only Take a Twister by Todd Honeycutt. It doesn't only take a twister to wreck a home. Other kinds of weather can pull it apart too. Take the Grants down the street. His drinking and her gambling didn't destroy their home. It was that willow tree fallen in the yard. One good rainfall, more than a foot in a single day, and that old willow tumbled over, leaving a god-almighty large hole. Sally came out, took one look, and left by the only road not flooded. Then there was Charlie and Brant. Never could keep their last names clear in my head. They were nice enough fellows, though I never saw them outside at the same time. To hear Charlie tell it, and he's told it often, everything between them was fine until the last August heat wave, as the thermometers struck 100 degrees for 7 days straight. Charlie burnt their breakfast toast, which fried the toaster, tripped a circuit, and knocked out their air conditioner compressor. Couldn't get someone to repair it in time to cool Brant off. Brant ripped out, looking for cooler climes, leaving Charlie behind. Wildfire ran through not long after. Didn't pose much of a threat, not really. Hundreds of homes lost 2 towns over, though we were safe. The smoke still came through, not so much like a fog creeping in on little cat's feet, but like a bulldog straining its leash. That smell of charred wood lingered long after they put the fires out. Fran claimed it'd never be any different. She had 2 daughters and 2 granddaughters, and a ton of sadness living with her in that tiny little house on the corner. She left them all with only a Facebook post: going north. A hurricane landed in October, strongest we've ever seen. Just when we thought we were safe, too far inland to be affected by the flooding, the winds felled trees which knocked out power lines across 3 states, leaving crews scrambling to get the grid back up. 12 days without electricity was 12 too many for Ralph, who snapped as he left a freezer's worth of food on the curbside. I had tried to help them by sharing my generator. I didn't want to see the kids go with that. But there's no helping some people. Elise grew up here and wanted her kids to have the same experience. Ralph never let go of his role as outsider, complaining about his job and the taxes and the neighborhood and the schools. Ralph loaded his Honda with his kids and didn't come back, leaving Elise to weather out the power outage alone. Winter brought a whole month when we didn't see the sun but once. Polar vortex, they called it. Overcast days and blizzards roaring through, air so cold it hurt to breathe when I went outside. 3 snowfall records broken, one after the other. Shoveled until I was exhausted and couldn't find another place to throw it. Will it ever end? My lover asked. Everything ends, I told her. Then to protect myself, to protect us, added, almost everything. When I woke the next day, I found her escape tunnel, snow falling and covering her tracks. No point in going after her. It's biblical, this damn weather. Too many events that meteorologists labeled once in a lifetime, once in 100 years, once in a millennium, all hitting one after the other. If it weren't for those, we'd all still be together.
We hope you enjoyed It Doesn't Only Take a Twister by Todd Honeycutt, read by Jeremiah O. If you'd like to make a donation to the author and narrator of this story, check out the story page link in the description and click the PayPal donate button, or pledge your support to us directly on Patreon. Would you like to submit a story to the Centropic Oracle? A link to our submission guidelines can be found in the description.